Yeah, it's a tough one. So this is another one, Palantir, whatever, however you pronounce it, needs to get and stay above 894. So it's having some distribution right now, at least back to the 7 and 17. This is a very choppy product. Anyway, it needs to stay above 872, but the real trigger is 894. Palantir, yeah, it looks very good above 872. I'm sorry, that's on a daily. 894. Definitely, if it can stick this landing and kind of move above this trend line, it'll be much more productive. Volume, 8.5 million shares traded in the last 30-minute segment. So that has volume. Palantir has puts that are getting written on this puppy. So they're definitely very, very bullish, Palantir. Yeah, it has to clear in order to really take off, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have already started to at the open, and I don't even know the report, but I see a very sharp rejection up right here. Very nice. Actually, this actually started even before this gap. They started to accumulate it literally right here. 22 million in the last 18 minutes. So they're definitely chasing this guy. Oh my God, right? So same thing. Guess what the volume is in the last 28 minutes. 36.4 million shares. Like this is a definition of a chase, right? They're like way off sides on this one. Maybe it's also short covering. I don't have that breakdown, but I can definitely see when a stock holds its gap up, right? Really, really strong move higher, and then it just pulls back shallow. But by the way, what's shallow? This exact tag of a 7 and 17. Breaks out, comes back, tags this 17. And the only way this is bearish is if it breaks this 17. So right now, this is still very, very much in play with 37 million shares coming in. No joke. It's very strong. Okay, so PLTR, I talked about this one yesterday at length, right? This is not just a chase, but a swing. Put call ratio right now, or at least the calls outnumber the puts 4-1. We are above that trend line. Gorgeous continuation. So very, very nice continuation. Yeah, PLTR is just not shy. This is a fabulous chase continuation play from yesterday. Palantir yesterday, most bullish option market, but more importantly, the buying was massive, 40 million. Again, this morning, first half hour, 9 million. Folks are offsides. That's all there is to say about that. Really, really offsides on this one. This looks very bullish still. And I know I said that at the open yesterday. As long as it held 872 on a daily, 894 on a weekly, it's breaking above. It's obviously got more volume. It will form this inverse head and shoulder most likely. So I'm going to be looking now for 1031 to digest and then make its way up to 1142. PLTR is absolute beast in volume. There's just nothing else to say about that. Strong Don Pardo, continuation from yesterday. We've already triggered and stayed above 872. That was really gorgeous. And these were the price targets. And we're still here. PLTR was already getting accumulated. It's calmed down now that it hit 1031. This is digestion period. Palantir, exactly. 1030, perfect hit, and then profit taking. Right back down to that trend line. Perfect. ZS since Friday. Palantir just since the open yesterday. That's it. So it's still, I think, in play. But digestion here makes a lot of sense, especially as the market's getting a little chopped up. Palantir's fine. It actually is getting into a wicked strong squeeze soon. So this was a chase real time when this came out, the volume was insane and the chart looked really good above 894. It triggered, it went to 1031, came right back in. Here's your 50. As long as it stays above 894, this is a gorgeous inverse head and shoulder. It basically looks like it's got a nice area of support here for a swing. Needs to digest that huge move, right? 750 to 1050 is considered a huge move. Right now, it's got a little squeeze in play. Palantir doing exceedingly fine, right? And I already mentioned this is about ready to blow, and it's blowing. Palantir is very strong swing now since the earnings came out. Very, very nice push higher. Came back down, digesting. Coming out of the 30-minute was Palantir. This one right here, gorgeous. It's also a swing. They all looked really, really great, and Palantir squeeze. So they looked fine on every time frame. This was post earnings. It's digested really well in Palantir, right? As long as it stays above 894. Tagged, came back, staying above the 50, and then it had that hourly squeeze, but I'm using the half hour. You know how I feel about Palantir. Since earnings, not before earnings, absolutely not before earnings. I have no edge with earnings, but immediately when this came out, very, very, very bullish. Already tagged 1031, already came back in. As long as it held above 894, beautiful inverse head and shoulder, obviously breakout. Yes, they also beat. It is in the AI apparently associated space, which I know nothing about, really. I haven't even used this chat GBT. The point is, I know a good strong pattern when I see it, and when the options market is lining up, and when we have a backdrop like we do right now with tech and AI. So these are your fat pitches, and it has been absolutely working like this big picture, but that is absolutely price target 1142 Palantir.